Tammy Bruce with us on a Friday morning. Will migrant crime change the election?
I think so. And it's, people are, working hard, living their lives, trying to pay the bills. They're thinking about their own futures, right? The kids in school and what's going on with your personal lives. The United States and any government should be helping us to facilitate being able to do that in peace. That we don't have to worry about the government or what the government's doing that makes our neighborhood dangerous, right? There's always going to be crime and problems. Yeah. But what's important about this issue in particular, it's a direct result of decision-making in Washington. It's a policy that occurs. Kate Steinle, and we've been dealing with this, obviously, for a long time. America's the greatest country on earth. Of course people want to come here. But illegal immigration has been a major issue, and not just because it's not fair, and it's not for those who are coming here illegally, which we want to have migrants, obviously. We're a country of migrants. But the issue is law and order. That's what becomes the issue for Americans. This is a symbol. It's a symptom. It's like if you feel a lump and you know it's something more serious. You've got to deal with all of it. Otherwise, it gets out of hand. So you have, yes, individuals, and we only know about these. We don't know of all the crime. So these are the ones that we see. And it's a reminder that, wait, if this is out of control and the government knows it's a problem and facilitates it, what else are they doing? How can we rely on the future? And the answer is you can't. When the shopping cart is the most expensive vehicle now in the United States, we could argue. Yeah. What are we expecting when clearly it matters to Americans, and yet the Democrats, through Biden and some Republicans, are almost punishing us for caring about the border, saying, like a battering husband, because you like that, I'm going to destroy it. That's what this feels like. And Americans, we will have a quiet riot in the voting booth. And I think that's what's going to happen.
Take a look at this from Democrat strategist Neil Oxman. Quote, Democrats are enthusiastic about trying to win the Senate and trying to win the House. They're not enthusiastic about Biden's re-election, period. Ouch. So why don't they replace him?
When they say Democrats, they certainly don't mean the average grassroots Democrat who's not thinking about taking the Senate. They know that the Democrats have been in charge. It's obvious. And they can't put a protein on the table. They can't create the best lunchbox for their kid. They've had to take their savings to pay the bills and maybe even once again go into their own college fund for their kid to pay the bills. Maybe they working from home and they don't want to and they're making less money because they still can't afford gasoline. So the average grassroots Democrat is thinking, who's going to make my life better? Who's responsible for what's happened now? They're not sitting around. It's the elite. It's the Democrat leadership that's thinking, oh, I want the Senate. Start thinking about what's on someone's table. Start thinking about whether or not a child can walk home from school safely. Start thinking about the mom of 5 who should be able to jog in her park and not get murdered. That's what you should be thinking about, but they're not. They're putting all their energy in hiding Biden and doing there is a cheap fake involved. Biden's presidency is the cheap fake that we've all been dealing with. That's what they should be concerned about. And they're not. Trump is. Trump is concerned about improving the quality of Americans' lives, whether you like him personally or not. That's the leader of our time. And I think he's going to win.
Took you a while, but you built up to the fire on a Friday morning. Tammy Bruce, I am woman, hear me roar. Was
That's
that
right.
something I remember? I thought
something
so.
like that. I'm an American, hear me roar. I mean, you're going to hear from a lot of Americans on November 5th.
I think so. Tammy, you're all right.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks very much.